Okay, I wanted to start out this vlog by shouting out to Silla H, and she sent me a letter, and this is what was in it. I got a calendar card that says baby dust, has all the months of 2012 on it. The back of it has her Merry Christmas and a little poem. Sorry, a little bit quick there. But a little poem. And then she sent me this. Sorry. It is a infertility charm pin. There's the pin. I adjusted it because she had it done the other way, but because of the way we're hanging it, we're going to hang it above the rear view mirror in our car, and we couldn't do that with the beads and stars on the other side, so I had to real quick do it, which was fine. Hope that's alright with her, but it should be. That was my shout out to her, and I am very thankful. I got it in the mail. I'm like, wait, what the heck is going on? Because Brett was like, who is Scott and Silla H? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I got the picture and pulled everything out, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know who it is. Okay, so let's see. I did have an OB appointment today at 11 this morning with my OB, Dr. Rose. She is totally freaking awesome. I love her to death. She makes it really personal. Even Brett said the same thing. A little pointer here. Brett and I have talked TTC, but really didn't get into it very much in detail. But we did this afternoon. So, start out real quick. As most of you know, I did have a loss in October. Ended up being 11 days late, so I tested and kept getting negatives every time I tested it after the first day I was late. And I was kind of freaking out because I'm like, okay, I'm never late. But October 5th, I woke up way super early, like it was like 4 a.m. I had to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I've got a pregnancy test, let's just take it. Came up positive. But I was super exhausted, so I didn't get the hype of it. So I went back to bed without telling Brett. And unfortunately, later, after I woke up, I started bleeding really heavy. Bled heavy for several days. Bled even more heavy in November. And for a very long time, I had an 8-day bleed in November. And then this month was heavier, on the heavier side, but very short. However, I had some consultations on that pregnancy, because it was a pregnancy for sure. Got that confirmed today. And it was a chemical pregnancy, which Dr. Rose explained to me that 1 in 5 women will end up pregnant every month. But, and I don't remember the percentage on this, a lot of them end up as chemical pregnancies, being that the sperm and the egg will meet up, do their little happy dance and get together, and they will implant, but not completely, or they have an imperfection in the implantation process. But they do cause the pregnancy hormone, and they cause a lot of times the late period and the positive pregnancy test. But they don't stay. Not very sticky. So we got that confirmed that it's chemical pregnancy. But she did tell me that, being how we started actually seeing her in September to become more actively trying, that it's not a bad thing. Even though it is the 4th loss, it's something to move on with. Okay, so we did make a plan. She wants us to she says that for our age and whatnot, we should give it about a year of trying before we do too much more. Since we started in September with her, we are now 3 months in to TTC as far as seeing a doctor, getting on prenatals, everything. Although we have been TTC for almost 2 years, 2 years in June. And then before that, I was TTC with my ex for 3 years. So altogether about 5 years, 4 losses. Well, 4 angels, 3 losses, I guess I could say. So in about 3 months, if I haven't got my BFP, a sticky BFP, we'll be starting OPKs. Although Dr. Rose did tell me that she believes, from what I'm saying, what I've told her, that we are ovulating on our own. So that's a good thing. She says that's one good thing about it. Even though we have PCOS, we are ovulating. I have been tracking with pink pad application on my phone. So starting OPKs probably, what would that be, March or so. Probably going to do some of the internet ones where you can get a bunch for cheap because we're kind of frugal with the money right now. After a year is up, which would be September 2012, if we're not pregnant yet, Dr. Rose wants to do a sperm analysis on Brett and then an HSG, I think is what it is, on me, where they do the dye and finding out everything. But she is super excited, and she told us that she can't wait for a phone call in a few months, sooner or later, with either a BFP or if we decide to actively go for the TTC. Because Brett and I are not actively preventing, but we are not actively, like, the OPKs, the tracking of the blood or the body heat and stuff like that. We're not doing all that yet. But since our lives are kind of in a uproar, we're like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But either way, we'll take it because we're to that point where we kind of were like, you know, it's up to God at the moment. So yeah, we are not actively preventing, but Dr. Rose did tell us that if we decide to get more active in TTC than we are at the present moment, we can give her a call and get things moving earlier on, like the sperm analysis and HSG, if we haven't got a BFP soon, which she's hoping for. I was way excited for that because she kind of, like I said, she's more personal. My temperature today, because I did get this, I don't have a thermometer at home, that's the other reason I don't do the body temperatures, but my temperature today was 97.9, which compared to my last appointment, which was November 16th, was 96, which is a whole month apart, obviously, but it's probably a good sign, because I normally believe my body temperature normally runs cold, but I can tell when I'm warmer, which has been lately. I couldn't keep my jacket on today, of all things. Let's see. Symptoms of ovulation, because I believe we're in, as far as pink pad goes, we are in the ovulation week, and as far as symptoms go, I'm getting the ovulation symptoms. I do get tender nipples. Sorry. This is the first time I've done a vlog at home while Brett is here. But I'm in the bedroom. He's in the kitchen making something to eat. But he laughed at me. I said, I'll go do it in the bedroom. Let's see. Symptoms. Sore nipples. And cramping. Really, really weird cramping. Normally I don't get the cramps as much like this, so I'm thinking maybe this month is pretty good. I have been taking my prenatals every day since I started my Wellbutrin, because when I decided to start my Wellbutrin, I knew that I had to take it twice a day and at certain times. So I got another application on my phone that reminds me to take my medication, and I take my prenatal with one of my Wellbutrins at between 8 and 9 in the morning, and then I have to take my last Wellbutrin at noon, which I told Dr. Rose about my Wellbutrin, and she told me that was okay, and that is actually one that she actually recommends if you have to be on an antidepressant while TTC or pregnancy. Anyway, so I have been taking my prenatal since, I believe it was November. It was about 30 days ago, I want to say, that I started taking them. So I have been taking those. The weird thing is that I've heard that prenatals are supposed to, like, help with your nails and your hair and stuff. I haven't noticed it. My nails still break all the time. Hence, the short nails. Well, they're kind of long today because I haven't cut them in a while, but let's see. Yes, Salt Lake. Terrible, terrible, terrible. 2.5 hour drive to 3 hour drive. Especially when we woke up with a skiff of snow on the ground. Let's see. Brett drove up and I drove home. So that was great. We got home and got a storage unit. So we do have a storage unit now, which I'll do in another video. And then I'll post both videos. Sorry, I make funny noises when I'm trying to think. I got most of my notes down, but I don't know. Might do a question answer vlog. Sorry. I have really bad issues with pronunciation and stuff. We'll probably put out to do a question answer vlog if I get enough questions and stuff to do it in the next couple weeks. But that was our OB appointment today. Oh, she did remind me that Dr. Rose, while I was at my appointment today, said that in the VA they test for gonorrhea and chlamydia every year up until you turn 25. Which, for me, since I don't turn 25 until January 9th, means that we had it sent to the lab for testing today. So, I had to pee in a cup, which is great. Because I actually figured, well, maybe she'll have me pee in a cup today. So I didn't go to the bathroom when we first got there, which I'm glad, because if I had, I wouldn't have had the pee. Funny story is when we walked into the room, if some of you have noticed this, in some places they do it, in some places they don't. You walk into the room, and on the little table for the doctor stuff was all the stuff for a pap smear. And Brett goes, he turned a little greenish, and he goes, "Are they doing that on you today? Because if they are, I'm going to wait out in the waiting room." I told him no. I had mine done in February, and they shouldn't have to do another one till February of 2013, unless something else comes up that we need to. I like to keep them checked up, though, once a year, so we'll probably be back in next spring or summer on that one. Brett just walked in the room. You can now say hi to him. Hi, Brett. Okay, so that was for my appointment today. I don't think I left anything out, including Brett's little flauterdaw with the whole pap smear stuff. But he does like Dr. Rose also. Told me that in the car on the way home. Love you too. So he does like Dr. Rose. He likes that she's more personal. And yes, we did discuss TTCing a little more today, which is great, because I was a little lost there for a while. But, so yeah, great appointment with Dr. Rose. I will miss her in the next couple months, because she's awesome. But Arizona is where we're going. If I do have to go see an OB, I will be making an appointment with her and coming up and visiting family to go to her if I need to. So that is it. And this is me signing off for this TTC update. Once again, thank you, Priscilla, for the awesome gifts. Like I said, the pin will hang in my car, above my rearview mirror, so that we always have it there. I'd put it on my keychain, but I have a tendency of losing my keys, so I'll put it somewhere where I won't lose it. Okay, thanks.